It's your boy. Oh, the camera's right there, by the way.
Okay.
It's your boys.
Dark,
Cribs and
D,
Z.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today, man?
Today is a different setup. It's a different setup. But we here, you know, our previous podcast center is under construction right now. So when we get to it, it's gonna be different. But tell us how y'all like this setup. Actually, I'm curious. How do you like this?
I mean, like I said, it's pretty cool and whatnot. It's just something to maneuver around with or so for the most part, but other than that, it's chill.
Yeah.
You know, it gets to the point done, whatever it could, you know. The only thing I question about though is exactly how well we can do this and stuff, because if we're going off of certain topics that's gonna get us like heated, can we do it in this space or not?
Right.
That's the only thing I have curious about it. So in terms of that though,
But the sound is definitely gonna be better.
The sound definitely gonna be better or so too though. But I mean, as always, so when it comes down to our podcast show, whatever, if you guys enjoy the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for brand new. And then comment down what other topics y'all want us to talk about, whatnot though. And then also, hey, follow us on Twitch as well at twitch.tv/darkcrimsondz, where we're gonna be doing like a lot of our live content or whatever there. So we're still gonna be posting stuff or so here on YouTube as well. But yeah, follow us on Twitch, interact with us, so get to know us a little bit better. So over there on Twitch, and then also follow Doku as well. So on King Doki. Twitch.tv, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and plug your YouTube channel.
My YouTube channel, well, I go by Dr. Ironbat Prime 2.0. It's my social media name, and it's also just my YouTube name. That's it.
Plug your YouTube channel.
Darian D. Train Murphy, but you already know.
And so today on this discussion right here, we're gonna be going on a very heated discussion about different particular topics so that we're very familiar with. So which one do you want to start off first?
Well, right now I do have a couple of questions for you.
Okay.
Number one, my question is, we just gonna run through it then. Favorite Marvel character?
Favorite Marvel character, top of the list, Spider-Man.
Okay, favorite Marvel villain.
So you see, I got the shirt already.
Yeah, and favorite Marvel villain? I mean, I know he's been on and off on being a hero, but Venom.
Venom. Oh, and they're gonna introduce Venom into the MCU, so you definitely go.
So that definitely makes me very curious in terms of what's gonna be his thing or whatever too, and then also the matter of, is he going to talk like they did in the Sony version or whatever, or he's gonna be kind of kept quiet or whatever like they did other versions? I hope he talks, because that makes the dynamic even more interesting to see exactly what happens. And so instead of him just being some kind of sentient being that has no conscience or whatever, because that will be kind of crappy or so, where it's like we literally had the whole Venom series so have it to where he's being a chatterbox city, and instead of then when he goes to Spider-Man, he quiet.
Yeah.
Well, he did have a little bit of speaking parts in the Spider-Man 3 movie.
Yeah, a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, when he was talking to Sandman, when they recruited together.
Yeah, but that was mostly Eddie Brock kind of like talking.
That's a different one though.
Yeah.
I know, I'm just saying like.
Yeah, I'm just like that was more Eddie Brock and them kind of talking. So then the symbiote is himself talking.
And I get where you're coming from, because it's the same symbiote, so you would think,
It's just different versions, different movies.
Yeah, I mean that's fine, but I'm just saying, to me, for everybody who literally is watching the MCU and such one knows that that's supposed to be the same Venom, even if it is like a split part or whatever kind of deal, you should at least talk a little bit. Maybe not as much as the chatterbox as the Venom one, the Sony one version or whatever, but at least where he's a little talkative.
Yeah. Favorite Marvel movie?
Favorite Marvel movie? Top of the list is, Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I'm a diehard Spider-Man fan, and most of the MCU movies are up there being my favorites.
On top of that, you look at all three Spider-Man over here squadding the fuck up. Best thing ever.
I'm telling you.
I'm a diehard fan when it comes to Spider-Man.
What about you? Favorite Marvel movie?
Marvel, well, besides Avengers Endgame, because that's everyone's favorite.
Second favorite.
Yeah.
I would have to go with The Incredible Hulk.
Which one?
The Eddie Norton version. Edward Norton
from 2008.
Abomination.
Yes.
Favorite Marvel superhero.
The Hulk.
Favorite Marvel villain.
Okay, off the top of my head, I think I'm gonna have to go with Abomination.
Abomination.
Okay.
What about you? Favorite Marvel superhero.
I gotta be the different one here and such though, because
No, you like Spider-Man.
I like Spider-Man, but I like Black Panther too.
Yeah.
I like Black
That's
Panther
fine.
too. Like, cause like to me, it's like I got at least like top 10 like favorite heroes and such though.
I'm like that too.
Spider-Man being on top, Black Panther, Hulk. You know, of course, Miles got to be in that hoe.
Yeah.
Trying to think what's another one that I like really like though. But I mean, those are like top 4 on top of my head. So I mean, yeah, and of course Hulk is definitely on there. So I love the Eddie Norton one. So I feel like that's the best one. Nothing against Raph version or whatever though. But to me, it's like the Ed Norton's one fit the most when it came to it. Is, you know, at the most when it came down. And that's the thing too. He was the only one that was not the one that was created in the same image as his counterpart. Which to me, I look at it like it is kind of like why, but at the same time, it works.
Yeah.
Because it's like they're supposed to be in some ways a separate entity anyway, but they're still constructed as themselves.
Yeah.
So you kind of do think that the whole form should have at least some qualities and so like the regular.
Like the mask.
Yeah, something like that. But it's like, for him being more beast-like and kind of a different form and so, it works. Like it don't really bug me like that.
Yeah.
But did it not feel like when it came down to the end-game version or whatever, he was more?
He was Smart Hulk, which was a comic book.
No. I'm talking about before they became Dr. Hulk and such. Before they did that part. I'll say beforehand when he was more raging and such. Did he kind of get more of a baby caveman kind of deal?
Kinda, sorta. I mean, the Hulk does have a monster mind, so he just wants to be left alone. He doesn't really fully understand everything, but
Yeah.
But yes, he did have a bit of a kinda, sorta babyish mind when it came to like, well, before he became Smart Hulk.
Yeah.
Now, who's your favorite villain in Marvel?
That's a tricky one.
I was like that too.
Yeah, that's a tricky one because I don't really can't really say which one would be my favorite because like Green Goblin.
Okay, good choice.
Green Goblin. I definitely could say is my favorite like villain.
Green Goblin was on that time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if I had to really pick one or so, then I'd say Green Goblin. Doc Ock would be the second one.
Because I mean, it's like even in No Way Home, the thing I liked about it is because I was like, yeah, y'all talk all that good Disney shit. This is a real villain. Let's see how you do with a real, because they didn't water him down. That's just like putting like Heath Ledger's Joker in the MCU. Like this nigga don't play. So,
it's like, so let's say it's like if I was stumped at first. I was gonna say I had nobody, but I was looking like, oh wait, yeah, dude. I said Green Goblin is definitely from Tobey Maguire's one. Like he played no games.
The William Dafoe.
Yeah, William Dafoe. Like he didn't play no games. That's why I loved him the best because like first of all he became my top favorite the moment he freaking boned through 3 floors. I said, damn! I said, no shot, bro. I said, that's crazy.
And the crazy thing about that movie is we finally got to see how Spidey's senses work.
Yeah.
Because he was feeling it. He was like, hold on, something ain't right. Mind you, the Green Goblin had already taken over. He was just pretending like he was doing shit.
Yeah, but it was only when he actually initiated his plan, so it was when he finally sensed it. Yeah. But the thing about it though, when it came down to, they never really, see when it came down to the MCU version for Spidey sense, it never was very explained very well, because it was kind of like when it came down to the other ones, it was kind of.
Has it ever been?
Not to that extent. It was always more like a reflex kind of deal or whatever, or like an instant like second sense. I mean, it still is, but it's like how they did it in the MCU is very different. So it's kind of like if somebody was attacking you from behind, you can instantly feel it, move out the way, and all sorts of stuff. But when it came down to the MCU one with Tom Holland or whatever, it was more like a out of body experience, especially when it came out of Doctor Strange, when he like when he force palmed him or so out of his body, and he tried to grab it, and his body was still moving. Out the way, even though he was not there, he was like in Dark Strange looking confused as fuck. He was like, what the fuck? And he was like, nope. And I thought that was super cool because it showed that his spidey sense was on a mystical level and such too. It wasn't just like on some Catwoman reflex kind of deal.
And that's another thing. Like, remember when Spider-Man trapped the Doctor Strange in that dimension thing?
Yeah.
He said like, you know what's greater than magic? Math.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this, because this is a question that was sent in through Christian. Shout out to the crew.
Hey.
Spider-Man versus Batman with full preparation.
Okay.
Who would win?
Spider-Man versus Batman.
I say Batman.
Yeah, I was gonna say Batman's up there being like the James Bond of superheroes, so I feel like he would be able to take down Spidey.
I mean, I gotta be a Spider-Man on this one.
What? Really?
Yeah, I mean because it's like
this is the guy that could take down Superman if you want.
Yeah.
I get that, but my thing is like this: take the kryptonite away, such as what plan does Superman actually have?
Well, that's why I said with preparation, because he beat Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because one-on-one, Batman gonna lose every time. But with preparation, I think Batman got it.
But again, it's that you said with preparation, that means that gives Spider-Man some chance to do some preparation on his own and stuff too. And again, Spider-Man ain't no slouch when it comes down to intelligence as well. So that's why I said it's kind of like a kind of depends on what's going on. Because like I said, full preparation is kind of hard to say because it's kind of like intelligence-wise, it's basically them outdoing each other. But then if it gets down to the, like you said, if it was down to the one-on-one scenario, so say like if everything they worked in their plan and preparation and so breaks all the way down or goes into a stalemate and it forces them into a one-on-one thing, Spider-Man got it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, are we going about this all the way around? Because again, their preparation could just cancel each other out in a sense, or one may overdo the other. So let's say, for example, if Batman's preparations does overtake Spider-Man's one for a minute, again, he has his abilities and such too that would help evade him and prep him and all sorts of stuff when I with that time frame. And then two, another reason too why I say I kind of give it to Spider-Man because in the Marvel Spider-Man TV show, when Spider-Man was training Miles, he literally was prepping him and telling him like if a woman's falling such 1 degree and all sorts of stuff like that, like doing the whole math equation off rip, on the fly, and such. How are you gonna do this and that and third? Yeah. So it's like the fact you got all them math calculations.
So Spider-Man is kind of in the like scientific world too.
Yeah, he is.
Whereas Batman, he's more like technique and skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like he does apply the science or whatever to it, but it's more like his is more like you said, it's on the preparation kind of deal, while Spider-Man's is prep time, but then on the fly kind of moment too.
Okay.
So that's why I sit here said if both preparations happen though, but then it goes into the mix of where it's like you have to be quick on your feet with the unexpected moments, and so Spider-Man will be able to get out of it in time or just real quick. Like snap action or whatever, jump into the fray or whatever, and then if it gets down to a one-on-one, Spider-Man got it. So that's why I said I give it more to Spider-Man to it.
Okay.
I'm not doubting. I'm not sitting here saying it's gonna be a quick-ass match with Batman or so, but Batman's not the type where he's like he'll jump on the fly when it comes down to any situation that may happen. So let's say for example, like you said, if Batman sitting here got the upper hand or whatever, intelligence or whatever, such when it came to Spider-Man, but Spider-Man is able to quick think his way in the situation that will kind of like give a giant fuck you to Batman's plan or whatever, but then if you put that roles in reverse with Batman's gonna be like, with a deer in headlights or some form or fashion, he'll try, but he'll struggle.
Yeah, and like...
that may be true.
When people ask me who my favorite DC villain is, I say Batman, because when you really think about it in his own way, he is a villain. He's just on the other. He's a villain that fights for right.
Okay, you want to explain
I
that?
kind of sort.
I see what he's
I see it, but you got to explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the fact that he doesn't kill, not because he thinks.
No. See, that just reminded me of a video of mine on my Epic Fan Collective or so. Y'all check it out. We actually had this discussion about Batman. So
really?
Yeah, we did. On one of our episodes, we had a real depth conversation about Batman, and then one of my homeboys, such one, what was it, Amon or something like that. I forgot how to say his dude's name. Sorry about that, bro. But he was sitting here saying how Batman honestly should be in Arkham Asylum with the rest of the guys too, because like even though he fights for good, he's mentally messed up himself or whatever. Where it's like,
and if you look how like Bruce Wayne moves in his like personal life, how he like objectifies women and takes advantage of them and stuff like that.
But he's a multi-millionaire.
Well, yes,
Like, come on, that goes with the territory, nigga. Like, you can't put that as him being a villain. That's just him like, nigga, I'm a rich motherfucker. Like, yeah, I can do that.
Right. And like, say for instance, like he won't kill Joker not because it's some like selfish righteous. He knows he needs this nigga just as much as he needs him.
But then he also says too, as such though, that he they said this too in a couple of shows or so or movies, saying that he knows for a fact that if he kills, that's it. He ain't gonna be able to stop.
Yeah,
that's
crazy because like we saw what happened in the new Batman movie.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I like, because if you look at the comic book, Batman was really about that life. Like, there's a reason why you can walk in Gotham at 3 o'clock in the morning with your purse and ain't nobody gonna touch that bitch. Because he was literally like,
oh yeah,
damn, stop!
You talking about the latest Batman one, the Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, that's how he
that to me was funny as shit. I was like, I like,
like, damn. And it's funny because I was looking at Double Toasted, and Corey was like, that's real. That nigga was making fun of him behind the scenes, calling him Edward and shit. And the director was like, okay, cut, goddammit, cut! Like, it was like,
yeah.
But like another DC villain I like personally is Peacemaker. And I hate to call him a villain, because he is trying to do good.
He's actually more of like an anti-hero, and I will admit I am a Peacemaker fan because love the show. I've actually read the comics on the character, and I've even cosplayed him and met John Cena himself.
I know.
You met John Cena?
Yeah.
But see, the thing that pisses me off though when it comes to Peacemaker and such though is the fact that he's not a bad guy.
He's just slow.
Well,
yeah, but the thing about two though is that he pisses me off though because even in the Superman movie, he's there talking shit again. I'm like, bro, I'm sorry if I'm Superman. I said, yo, Peacemaker, I understand you are like that type of person that's gonna say what needs to be said or something like that, but at the same time, calm that shit down. Because I will smack the fire at your head if you keep talking slack. Because he's the same thing about Batman. He said Batman's a puss. Because I said, look, just because everybody doesn't want to kill every single time does not make them a pussy. It's just they have a certain type of morals and stuff. Because it's like because you gotta understand, some people, they think if they actually do kill, what's the word? It devalues them and such, how they think mentally and such though too, because it's like. And it might corrupt them or take a piece of their soul wherever they do it. Some people
just like when Superman killed Joker.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like some stuff, like some reasons, such as like they do it for a reason. They're not doing it because they're afraid or whatever. Some people they can kill and it don't make a difference because they thinking like I'm doing it for the greater good and all this other stuff and keep pushing and it doesn't affect them at all.
Yeah, but once he gets a taste, it's over.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what he literally said. So like, Batman's like, you get one good kill, it's up for everybody. So he gonna kill you just off of just if you even jaywalk wrong.
Yeah, and like, for real. And like, say for instance with Peacemaker, I feel like he's sort of like slow too. because when he was in the hospital, the dude was like, "You racist, you only kill black people and Hispanics."
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, that's all that's in my area. I'll try to kill more white people."
Damn, I remember that.
You know, and like, cause he like, who's that one guy that's like his sidekick kind of?
Vigilante.
Yeah, Vigilante.
Yeah.
He's like this mass murdering dude, but he'll kill you like if he see you like spray painting graffiti,
Yeah.
or if he sees you like stealing a candy bar or something like that. And like it's funny because he will.
Yeah.
Like it's
But
funny.
you know what that reminds me of?
What?
Y'all remember Clyde with the chance of meatballs?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, the chick will hey!
And like it's funny
Yeah.
because when they were like capturing Peacemaker, she was like, "Hold on, isn't that mass murderer that be killing? He had no responsibility right now."
Yeah, I mean, I actually did my homework and research on him as well, and I'm just surprised that James Gunn just has a thing for just taking the most underrated characters in comics and just makes them a bit more popular. Makes
Yeah,
them more,
and he has a gift of making you care about people that you wouldn't give a shit about. Like I was crying
That's what I'm saying.
at the end of Peacemaker.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. James Gunn, bro, he don't miss. It don't matter
Yeah.
what he does, so whether it's horror films or so, or just doing comic books or something like that, he will make you care.
yeah.
Because when I saw, because I just recently saw Superman 1 and such I fucking cried and
Yeah.
happiness and like, and I was turned up or whatever when, did you already see it already?
Yes, I have seen.
I haven't.
Okay. Well, it's just this one little scene or whatever, so it's not really a spoiler kind of deal.
Okay.
But it was like I said, it was a part where like everybody was like hyping up because of, you know, stuff that was going on. You know, that shit was happening or whatever and such,
Yeah.
and like he was down in the dumps or whatever for it. And then that one little scene where they put the flag up or whatever, they say Superman, Superman, Superman.
Yeah, we
That
covered
shit,
trailers
that
well.
shit hyped me the fuck up. I cried. I felt like Superman at that point where I was getting so hyped up and said, I said, "But where my cape at? Like I gotta go." Like,
Yeah, and like they say, life imitates art. And I love cause like the stuff that was happening in Superman, it's pretty much happening right now.
Yeah.
But I gotta admit, Hawk Girl caught me off guard, cause he was like, "Oh, you just gonna let me go?" Hawk Girl was like, "I ain't Superman," and dropped that.
Yeah. I
Hey,
saw that scene.
speaking of Hawk Girl, who is she played by?
Mercedes.
Isabella.
Yeah,
Mercedes.
Isabel Mercedes.
Yeah, she's really good at her
Yeah.
job.
Yeah. Shout out to Isabel. We know you watch.
Yeah.
Now my thing here that okay, so I'm happy that cause you seen the trailers, right?
Yeah, I've seen the trailer. I just haven't seen the movie.
Okay. So I'm happy that they sit here and put Green Lantern or so on
Yeah.
the thing or whatever, and
Yeah.
also, but at the same time, the version they picked for him and such on this one, I'm just looking like,
Well,
you can't help but kind of like hate his ass, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to
it's
bring out
Guy
the
Gardner, so
yeah.
Yeah, cause I'm sitting here looking at like he basically the self-proclaimed leader of
Yeah.
the Justice Gang. I'm sorry, that's the most goofy ass name ever. I'm looking like
Cause
I'm
he was
like,
like, "Hey, we ain't taking new members.
It's the
I love the
prototype
Justice
stage.
Gang. Yeah, we want him." Like,
yo, but that's what I'm saying though. Like he knows for a fact. Like that's the reason why he said he accepted the new members because he knows for a fact that 80 new members show up. That it's up for him in terms of him being a tiebreaker and all sort of shit. Because you know every time that he does say some bullshit where that nobody fucks with, he looking like, if we get one more member in this, it's gonna disrupt everything I got. And then and I know damn well if Superman decides to join it, he's automatically gonna be the leader. He's automatically ain't no ifs and buts about it. He gonna come in and just be like, "Hey guys, so I want to join you guys' Justice Gang. We want to change that fucking name and such."
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
and I want to bring something up because this is something that was on my mind, and then he brought it up as well. When the dog was literally like just stomping people into the ground and they didn't even feel it. Like, what was your thoughts on that?
Yeah.
I was like,
would-
don't that hurt? Like, dang.
I agree. Like it would hurt because I mean it's Crypto. He's pretty much just a dog version of Superman. Just
Yeah.
well making a mess, but still has.
But
to
our
fight the dog.
materials don't hurt the.
But yeah.
So.
Okay,
Yeah.
real quick. Z, can you tell them what I'm thinking right now?
spoiler.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't really a spoiler.
It's not a spoiler.
Yeah.
We're
Like I
just
said,
talking
like,
about without
cause literally, if you seen the trailer, so you saw crypto was there.
I forgot. It's been a while.
So I'm saying, I was looking like, what? Like, literally in the trailer, it showed crypto was there.
Listen, I'm gonna need you to get you a AMC movie pass. You need to be a stub holder. What an AMC stub holder is, you pay $20 a month, you get 4 free movies and discounts on your popcorn.
I'll have to think about that.
But yeah, so.
But yeah, so like I said, we didn't we didn't spoil like the scene or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't spoil it. We just saying that and FA2 I noticed though is that since crypto is Kryptonian or whatever and such, I would say at least say his teeth hurt for Kryptonians and stuff though, because I remember a scene where he was like, I don't know what he, cause okay, is he a puppy in this version?
I guess you could say
He's gotta be, because he couldn't be left alone.
Maybe a year old or two.
That's
I mean,
like I said, so he's essentially still in his puppy stage.
Yeah,
so
probably.
Yeah, because like the shit he was doing in such a way came off really as puppy wise than like a full grown dog.
Yeah.
You know,
he
this reminds me of this joke that I was watching about from Jeff Dunham. They made a joke about crypto, like if he sniffs your butt, your crotch.
If he sniffs your butt, your what?
Your crotch will come out.
How hard of a sniff did he have to do for that?
Well, he has superpowers.
Yes, but I mean, he can smell that from a distance. So he ain't gotta go up to do this.
Right.
If he gotta go up and to smell your ass in such a way that day, he just doing that for kicks. Then
Yeah.
Because that's because dogs in general already got super smell and super hearing on some stuff. They can smell from distances. So it's like for him being a super dog, he can smell you from
Outer space.
and shit. So I'm looking like him having to go up your ass instead of doing it. He's doing it for shits and giggles and shit.
That reminded me of a funny skit I was watching. So there was this Instagram post, right? The caption read, "I hate when people don't mind their own business." Also me, and he's in the on the computer with some headphones in, and he's like typing on this thing, and he hears this one chick tell her boyfriend, "So why is your butthole blown out?" Boing! He was like, "I gotta hear this."
wow.
He was like, oh.
He didn't even take the bitch out. He just said,
He flipped it off.
"Shoot, because what the fuck?" But what's your
In my opinion,
what's your favorite DC movie?
favorite DC movie, Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. Favorite DC hero or villain?
Yeah, well, favorite DC hero and villain. Favorite DC hero is Batman, hands down. I'm a direct fan of him.
Mm-hmm.
And favorite DC villain. I know everyone's probably just gonna guess and assume Joker, but honestly, to me, he's number 2. But my number 1 is Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke.
Yeah. All right. Favorite favorite DC movie hero and villain?
Movie. That's a good one. Okay, people gonna judge me for this, because people hate this DC movie. Catwoman.
Oh, really?
The Halle Berry version?
Yeah.
From 2003.
It's not as bad as people say it.
Thank you. And you know what's funny? They say Halle Berry hated the movie.
She did actually say that. Said, like, she actually just hated the movie.
But she only hated it because it was like they ran it into the ground. But I feel like they did that on purpose because she was getting a lot of hate back in the day.
Yeah.
Because a lot of women was jealous of her
Yeah.
because you couldn't go nowhere without Halle Berry. Like,
Yeah, Halle Berry, that's my celebrity crush, bro.
Yeah, that was it. She was mostly everybody's celebrity crush in the beginning of her career and such like. So that's why I was kind of looking like.
And there's no,
like I said, her playing Catwoman. I was looking at like, what the fuck was the problem?
yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no woman in I mean, maybe Zendaya or Anya Taylor-Joy, but there's no woman in Hollywood anymore that'll make like the other women go, oh shit. Because when Halle Berry auditioned for something, she was like the hottest woman in the world. So when she auditioned for something, people got scared.
Yeah. So that's why I was kind of looking at like, I guess because of like whatever situation that was happening or whatever with it, and then she did the movie or whatever, it was kind of like Like damn.
I
And
feel
then they try to sit here and say, oh, she was too revealing. She was doing this and that. I'm like she's Catwoman.
Yeah.
She's like the whole thing or so was her to basically for example, the whole your body, your choice thing. A lot of the modern day women bullshit or so that's happening today.
Yeah.
She basically was doing that shit early as hell within this movie. So you would think
it's the
that
first grounded, because remember
Yeah.
that was the first time we saw a realistic setting, so it was really ahead of its time.
Yeah. So that's why I was kind of looking at like, why are y'all hating on it so much? Though this would have been the whole women empowerment shit or whatever, which literally is what Catwoman embodies anyway. So it's like, why they catch such hate?
But that just goes to show you, because it came out when women empowerment wasn't cool. So when stuff is trending, even if it's like a year after, it's still not gonna pick up. Because another celebrity said something like that. She was like, I was dressing half naked, being empowering, and everybody dogged on me. Now these other bitches are doing it, and they getting all the praise in the world. She said, I should have waited a year.
Well, Halle Berry, if you do decide to watch this, I love you. But favorite DC hero? Don't judge me. Cyborg.
Cyborg.
So is both Catwoman and Cyborg your favorite?
No, Catwoman is the movie.
Yeah.
Cyborg is the hero.
Yeah, but Catwoman is my favorite villain.
But let me ask you, would you rather have Catwoman a hero or a villain? Do you like her when she's a hero or a villain?
She's been both.
Yeah, I kind of like her as both.
Yeah. Then does that mean she's your
Will they put her
favorite
more
hero?
anti-hero then?
Well,
Yeah, sort of.
well, no, Cyborg's my top favorite all the way in DC.
Yeah.
Mostly because I can relate to him. Like, I was like the outcast of my family, so being half robot, which for me is being autistic, because I'm the only one that's autistic in my family.
Yeah.
But being autistic makes me different, and him being half robot makes him different. So I can understand where he's going with it.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm kind of like a hype level type of person when I'm excited. Like, you know how he does his booyahs?
Yeah.
Booyah! See?
Yep. All right. Now, what's your favorite DC movie, hero, and villain?
Movie wise or so, Man of Steel. DC hero, Static Shock. Villain. It's hard to say with DC, honestly. There's a lot, honestly, that I like, but if I had to really pick one,
There's a lot of choices.
I know it's a lot. That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Wait, who'd you say your favorite Marvel villain was?
My Marvel villain one? I said Green Goblin.
I can choose you his counterpart in DC.
When his counterpart DCB, isn't it kind of sort of Joker?
It is
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Like, Joker's cool, but it's like,
obvious.
yeah, it's kind of obvious with that one, so I was like, nah.
Yeah. That's why
Um,
he's second favorite for me.
yeah, so I was like, nah. I'm like, it's like between Killer Croc or Mr. Freeze, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
That's a good one.
Those are good
They
choices.
both are good. Yeah. Who's your favorite Marvel and DC anti-heroes? My favorite DC anti-hero is obviously going to be Peacemaker now.
Okay.
But if we're going comic book, it's Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
I think she actually joined the Bat family and fit in quite well.
Which I find that funny as fuck, in my opinion.
Yeah.
She did in Injustice 2, my favorite PS4 game.
Yeah.
And as for Marvel, it's obviously going to be Deadpool.
Okay. Yeah, same here when it comes to Marvel anti-heroes. Like, when it comes to anti-heroes for me, yes, Deadpool is top of the list, number one in Marvel, because, well, X, Y, and Z reasons. And, but for DC, I'll admit, I'm a diehard Batman fan, so I gotta go with Jason Todd, aka the Red Hood.
Red Hood, yeah. What about you?
I have so many. Like in Marvel, yeah, there's Deadpool, but there's also kind of Venom when you count the
There's also Punisher. And
yeah.
Yeah.
Punisher's a good
Yeah.
one, man.
Yeah, there's Punisher, there's Moon Knight,
Loki
almost
even.
has, kind of sort of Loki, but
Well-
yes, Marvel does have their anti-heroes.
Yeah, but in DC, yeah, I'm gonna have to, yeah, Catwoman, because she's kind of a hero, but she's also more of a villain.
She's
And
both.
there was one more.
Marvel.
Oh, for DC.
No, for DC. I
Uh,
already
You
said.
only get one.
Oh yeah, okay. So Catwoman and Deadpool.
Yeah, what about you?
Marvel wise, I'm between Luke Cage or Daredevil.
That's okay.
Luke Cage is an anti-hero?
In some ways, he is.
Yeah, and when you think about the
Kinda,
storyline,
Yeah.
Daredevil, I mean, I'd say he's like dark and brooding hero because, well, somewhat similar to Batman, but I don't know if I'd say
Yeah,
100%.
Daredevil ain't no.
I wouldn't say 100% an anti-hero.
Well,
that probably
no,
explains
no,
why Ben Affleck played Daredevil and Batman.
He's human, so of course he's made some mistakes here and there, like everybody
I know
else.
that, but I'm just saying, just off of comic wise and such and like he's done, so he has more moments. He gives more.
So what, I guess the question is, what has he done that was villainous, sort of say?
Well, no, not villainous. Such as this anti-heroes is where you're still a hero, but you just don't follow by that no kill rule kind of deal.
No, when we say anti-hero, we talking about niggas that will literally murk you and then save your sister on type shit.
That's
Like,
really what I just said.
Like Deadpool will kill you if he's paid, but then save your life for somebody else paying.
That's
Yeah.
Daredevil's like that?
yes.
Not
Not fully, but he does have those moments where he does,
Well, he did kill Bullseye in the movie.
That's what I'm saying.
No, he almost killed him. He ended up in a hospital.
He tried.
really?
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he did.
Yeah,
No.
nah, he was in the
He
hospital.
wanted to kill him, but
Oh, okay.
What about Elektra?
no, Elektra died at the hands of Bullseye.
Yeah.
But he was justified to kill him because he had killed his best friend. Even though he didn't try, he tried. Like,
Yeah.
That's
Well, then, okay, well, if it's not them two, then,
Well, Luke Cage can still count, right?
yeah.
That's Marvel.
What did Luke Cage do bad?
Honestly, I can't really think of any bad thing that Luke Cage has
Yeah.
done.
To be honest, I haven't seen the series yet, but I have heard about it.
Yeah, because I'm just looking like, because series-wise, so he gives me anti-hero kind of vibes and such. So, but like I said, if we don't count them, so then I guess I'll go with Wolverine then.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
He's, I guess you could say kind of
because
sort of
he will
anti-hero.
beat that ass.
That's what I'm saying. Like Wolverine is definitely an anti-hero.
Yeah. He's
I mean,
gone at heroes.
I mean,
like,
He was kind of not wanting to join X-Men anyway.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I said, he's more anti-hero than anything and such. So that's what I say. So it's like if I had to really pick anti-hero, then Wolverine definitely.
what about DC?
DC wise, anti-hero wise?
Yeah, they have a long list.
Yeah, I had a long list for that one. I'm like,
Heck, even Superman can count if you count the Justice version.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but he's more hero than anything else.
Now you technically.
I would say Damian Wayne Robin.
Okay.
Oh, not the bratty, right?
Yeah.
I'd say he's more of like misguided rather than
I
anti-hero.
mean,
But he was-
he got that anti-hero vibe.
Yeah, he does. I mean,
Like he does, like yeah, he's misguided, but at the same time, he on that timing where it's like you know he anti-hero.
And he joined the Joker in one comic. Have you read that?
I've heard about it, but I haven't read it. But also, I am aware of just everything that Damian Wayne has done. Like
he was raised by the League of
yeah,
Assassins.
of course.
But that's what I'm saying. He gives off his rap sheet shows too much anti-hero-ness, man.
And he's the
Like-
only Robin out of all the Robins that carries a sword, while the others carry a staff or gadgets.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He on that time. So I said if I had to pick any of them or so, it would be that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can
That's
see
me.
that.
And he would be the only one that got along with Harley Quinn off rip.
Exactly.
He did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
in the game, he said she was on the kill list.
Well, she is because she's a villain, but now she family. Like, so with that being said, there's also, you technically can say Joker, because he did team up with Batman in that one comic.
That's what you want. That's what you want to count for your villain, your anti-hero and shit.
Nah, I said, who did I say for DC? Because I know I said Marvel is
Deadpool.
And for DC, I said Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did team up with Joker once.
Yeah, there were times where they did have to team up.
Yeah, because he was like, ain't nobody killing you unless I say so.
Just like Sabretooth and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Well,
Nobody kills you but me.
Well, that and Lex Luthor too.
Yeah.
Yeah, which now I got the joke now because I remember I saw this video on YouTube or so where it was some kind of fight scene or whatever, and then the guy was like, kept saying, A1, 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 and I didn't get that at first.
Yeah.
But then I saw the movie, I got it, and I was like, I said, that's why.
Yeah.
I was like, I got the joke now. I was confused. I was like, what the fuck they what supposed to mean? It's like, is that like a game kind of deal?
Yeah.
That's like I first thought first, but then when you see the movie, it makes it all makes sense. I was like, oh, that's why he kept saying A1.
Yeah,
Okay.
and like there was one, I'm gonna let you finish, but there was one in the inauguration of Superman where Superman makes Lex Luthor go bald, like he the reason for his hair being lost.
Depending on which version,
Yeah.
depending on which version, they were saying how when there's one version where it's like when Superman flew down from when he became a baby and all sorts of stuff, the radioactiveness or whatever that he did when he crash landed or so affected everybody around him, affected him or so to where he didn't have like cancer or whatever and such, but it affected his hair to where he had to go bald. That was that part. Then there was others where he just shaved his head bald for whatever fucking reason, so I forgot.
Like in Batman vs Superman, he shaved him because they were in prison.
Yeah, so it was stuff like that to where it's like he just some was like he couldn't help it, and some where he chose to do it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it just depends. It depends on which one.
Now what were you about to say?
Okay, I be asking this kind of thing a lot of time, but like, y'all don't like if those Marvel and DC copycat things that they be going on?
Yeah.
Like how there's Black Cat and Catwoman,
Yeah.
and what do y'all think about this one? Solomon Grundy and the Hulk.
Similar, but they're not the same.
Kinda, sorta, but I think some people have actually said like Hulk would be like the Doomsday.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel like
for
he's
DC.
one of those.
Yeah,
I feel-
it's like similar. Like they said, they're similar in terms of like look wise or whatever. But as far as like a copycat version of themselves, no.
Well, they both say they say Smash all the time.
Yes,
But who would be
that's
the
it.
Batman equivalent?
They say
Iron Man.
well, that's personality wise.
Yeah, that's like money can't be and all
Yeah.
that shit, like backstory kind of shit is similar.
Yeah.
But
When I was looking it up, they said Batman and Black Panther.
I'd say more like I'd say
Moon
Iron
Knight
Man.
or something.
Well, some people would say Moon Knight,
Yeah,
but
some
for
say-
me,
Iron Man is more like Cyborg though.
yeah, but
Yeah.
Iron Man, he's pretty much like he's the smarty pants of the Avengers, while Batman is the smarty pants of Justice League. And they
But I'm
both
saying
have
like
some armor.
they have similarness to it, but how they go about it is very different.
Yeah.
So like you said, Batman, he goes by his martial arts skills or whatever and his tech, while Iron Man's the same thing, but his is more of a suit of armor and he flies and all sort of shit.
Yeah.
It's like how they do stuff is it's like they have very similar characteristics, very similar backgrounds and all sort of shit, but as far as like how they do stuff as a hero, completely different.
Yeah, that is kind of sort of true. But hey, there were times where Batman has worn the suit of armor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's only depending on what villain he faces when he puts it on. While Iron Man is 24/7 and that's what he does. And it's like he just makes different suits depending on what villain or enemy that he faces. So that's the only like similarities again that you could say that they have in common. But
Yeah, that may be true.
other than that, like on a regular basis of when they fight and such, and
Yeah.
anybody else such, Iron Man suit of armor, Batman.
So I looked it up and they said there's a lot of superheroes in Marvel that you can technically say is a Batman equivalent.
Like-
Daredevil,
See?
Yeah.
Iron Man,
Yep.
Moon Knight,
Yep.
but they said Nighthawk is
Yeah.
the closest one.
I see that.
I am kind of sort of familiar with him. Like, I actually did do a YouTube video talking about like top 10 Batman copycats and ripoffs and just characters that are like similar to Batman. Nighthawk, I had him as an honorable mention, but for me, like my number one of like who would copy Batman a lot more was, well, I mean, same universe, but it was Green Arrow. Right?
Yeah, considering the Arrow version.
Especially the TV show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, his is definitely like pretty much say the equivalent
Yeah.
to Batman
Yeah.
off rip.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Green Arrow and Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, sure, there's
some ways. Like Hawkeye's in some ways similar to Batman, but not exactly. Not like a carbon copy kind of deal.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Green Arrow's like a pretty carbon copy.
Yeah, I mean, he spent 5 years on Lian and just learned how to fight and learned how to
Hunt.
master a bow and arrow.
They come from rich families and
Yeah.
such.
Yeah, rich
So it's like so the Green Arrow is basically the carbon copy of Batman all the way.
Yeah.
Like
No superpowers
there's
as well.
no superpowers as well. So that's like pretty spot the fuck on.
Yeah.
All right, so I got a question. Raise y'all's hands if y'all think Marvel is better than DC.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You think
It's
Marvel
okay.
is better than DC?
Only because they have like more sensible stuff, like the cities. Like, there's no real place named Gotham in the world. There's a New
Now
York.
we're talking about overall, like film, cartoons.
Yeah.
comic books. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Understanding.
the story makes sense.
It feels realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's understanding. I mean, I will admit, I love Marvel and DC equally, but
Yeah, I do too. But I'm
but
just
if I had to be forced to pick one, I gotta go with DC.
Yeah, you.
So, like I said, I love both of them equally. I can't really pick which one's better and such, but both of them have their flaws in each and every manner.
Exactly.
But if I had to go off of which world I would live in, per se, I'd go with Marvel.
Yeah.
Cause
I
like
understand
cause at least in Marvel universe, I at least have a chance to where I can either be born with powers or at least situation will happen to where I can get them.
Yeah.
While in DC, it's more like you have to genuinely be born into it or get lucky enough
Yeah.
That is true.
to get it or whatever, some form of fashion.
Yeah.
So it's
So
like
you say Marvel.
yeah, I say Marvel
Okay.
because if you have it all as a whole and such, you have it to where you have the metagene thing or whatever. So as I'm saying, there's a chance where you have a higher chance for you to actually be able to gain superpowers and such on your own. And due to the world and where that happens, so an accident can happen to where you can get abilities and shit. Like for example, the Flash's whole situation. His literally like in some ways you can use it as the infamous thing where it's like an explosion happened and everybody in that mile radius and such, and all of a sudden a crap ton of them gain powers and all sorts of stuff and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like you don't even gotta be dead smack into it. You just gotta be you gotta be near it. And
Yeah,
you need abilities.
and like I know that Marvel's been killing it with the movies, but with the TV shows and the comics, you still think Marvel is better than DC?
Well, we really didn't have any shows so when it comes down to DC, so it's hard to say for that one. Marvel's been around a lot longer.
Static Shock, Batman Beyond.
No. I'm saying like I'm talking live show wise.
Oh, live show, yeah.
Yeah, live show wise. So
Yeah.
like I said, Marvel's been more on the bag with that one than it has been for DC. Now DC and them have been out longer when it came to Marvel films, Marvel shows and such. Or
Yeah.
yeah. So like DC, I'll give them that part. But when it comes down to like live and stuff, like because right now, Marvel and them is already kind of like.
They already got a list.
They already got a list of movies and stuff. They're already kind of like doing their thing on something like more right now. DC and them, they jumping out the gate struggling.
that is true.
So it's like, I mean, they have been because again, it's like because they had it right at first where they did each of the people they did for it, and then what they should have done was go with the Zack Snyder one. If they did like that, then at least after that point. They could at least jumped into doing different versions or whatever, and it would have worked. And it would have worked out great.
Yeah.
But they didn't. So now they're trying to wipe the board clean and try to start all over again with it and such too. That's what I'm saying. Like you already fucking up.
Yeah. I mean, James Gunn is trying to plan it all out. So.
Yeah. So that's what I'm sitting here looking at. Like right now, DC is playing catch up
Yeah.
with Marvel now. So it's like if
I feel like they're gonna take their time now.
now what I'm saying, because like so I don't know what all they're gonna do in terms of what they're gonna do now and such. Because hell, even though they have Shazam or so involved into it, it's like
Yeah, we won't see him.
Yeah, like I'm not really seeing him as like being like a major focus in my opinion, because like the staple characters that a lot of people see when it comes down to Marvel or DC and such is Superman, Batman, Green Lantern, Aquaman,
Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
And then the Hawk
Girl.
I said the Hawk couple.
Oh yeah, because Hawk Girl and
Man.
Hawkman.
Like them two are like the staple. Oh, and Martian Manhunter.
Okay.
Those guys are like the staples of the Justice League all the way around and such. And then you have everybody else. Oh, Flash.
Yeah, of course.
So like once they get those characters in, is when they can start diversing into other people and all sorts of whatever, and it'll be okay at that point.
Yeah.
But it's like if they can't even get the top 5 characters in Justice League correctly and such though, then it's like, what y'all doing?
Now, another question I have is, now me personally, I've enjoyed Marvel all up until now. Some people say Marvel is a little too woke. Some people say SJW is ruining it, it's too like female forward. With that being said, do you guys like where Marvel is right now, or do you think they need to get their shit together?
They need to get their shit together.
I feel like they are getting their crap together. Like, they're trying, because we have the upcoming Avengers Doomsday next year, and we got Secret Wars, which they're gonna wrap up the whole multiverse thing and just, in a way, kind of, sort of, bit of a reboot, a few things here and there, and just fix things up. So, in a way,
I wonder how they're gonna do it though.
Yeah.
In terms of like putting everything together and trying to fix it, or how to make it good enough to where it's like they can do a restart of it though, but it don't be kind of like what they want to try to do.
Well, hold on. Before you say that, let me explain. I'm a casual Marvel viewer. What that means is I don't really get into the comic books like that until I see the movie. So coming from somebody that likes Disney and Mean Girls and stuff, technically me saying I don't have a problem with where Marvel is the huge problem in itself.
Yeah, because that's basically saying you're putting your input on something you don't fully understand.
Exactly.
I mean, I will admit, I actually read the comics, so I actually know these things very well. So like, in a way, it's like I kind of sort of know what's going to happen next, and this will be...
Yeah, because if you know what's going on and you know how it's supposed to be, of course you're going to be like, the hell are they doing? Yeah. And like you said, like one thing that's like the easiest thing to me is Broadway and comic books. Because like with Broadway, when you're auditioning for a show, that's been done a billion times. So it should be easy to prep for. And like with Marvel, the comic book is literally right here.
Yeah.
So
like that's why I keep saying. That's why I kept telling him. So I said they literally got the damn blueprints. Right here. Just follow it or pick one that you want to bring out in the fold and such, and just go from there.
Exactly.
You can add a couple of your own like
twists and turns,
or whatever. If you want to make it better, where it's like, say for example, you picked like something from like the 99 series or some shit, like the 299 something from Spider-Man or whatever.
Exactly.
You can just follow like what they did for blah 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 and be like, it's cool, but I want to do like this. And you did like that to where you did something like that to where it's like it still plays the comic book thing or whatever, but you're just adding a little twist of something to your own kind of version, whatever. People will notice it, but then looking like, hey, it's generated from the comic books, so I can't complain. But you have it to where it has no involvement at all from the comics. Like it's kind of like you just slapping your own kind of version of it. You have no idea about what the character does and all sorts of whatnot. Is where it pisses a lot of us off because they're looking at it like, come on, man, you literally got proof. This is not like this. This is not like something you just pulled out of your ass and such or whatever, and you just seeing what happens or whatever. This is literally a created character. So it's like, say for example, like let's say somebody did a Mona Lisa movie. There's literally a painting in freaking history you can look up on it right there to know about her character and all this other shit, to what got her to where she even got her own damn painting in the museum and shit.
Yeah,
but instead of you sitting here looking it up and taking your time for it, you just looking like lady that's a beautiful lady, so just get a damn picture of it, just put some bullshit on this such line, and there's the movie.
Yeah, what I'm saying, one of the problems I have with the TV shows, because I've seen a lot of TV shows turn movies and stuff like that, where you didn't have to watch the show to understand the movie.
Okay.
Like I said, that bum-ass director that they got decided, oh, we want to push TV shows more so that could be more people on the platform. But not everybody has enough money for Disney Plus. So they still want to see the movies, but if you ain't seen WandaVision, you ain't gonna know what the fuck is going on in the multiverse of madness.
That's very true.
That's true.
Actually, yeah, I did that already too. I watched the Multiverse of Madness first, then did WandaVision. Cause
you were like, what the hell? Like,
yeah, I was confused. Like, how did Wanda turn bad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so,
now I understand because I watched WandaVision.
Yeah. So that's definitely a confusing moment or so to it. But at the same time, like you guys said, if people don't even have Disney Plus or whatever, it's kind of like,
yeah,
what can you really do
you
at
up
that
to
point?
drink at that point.
Yeah, and then on top of that as well, it's like, and also too, they've just been informing everybody now that Hulu's supposed to be merging with Disney Plus.
Yeah,
they already have.
Yeah, they already have now.
Yeah, because what I do is I pay for Hulu, but I also get to pay for HBO Max and Disney Plus all in one thing.
Yeah, so, and I'm looking at that like, these guys still trying to expand more, even though they've been told not to try to monopolize every damn thing and shit.
Right.
Like, that's what I'm saying, because I'm like, cause, okay, so it makes, so to me that's cool. It makes it easier to where you can sit here and you can get Disney Plus and you can get Hulu and stuff all at once. You ain't got to sit here and pay double the fee or whatever by doing X, Y, and Z though, because to me, out of any of the streaming services such that I actually care about and such is Netflix, Max, and like Disney Plus and Hulu.
Yeah.
So, cause they're gonna have the general shows I like to do. I would say Paramount, but there's only like
Paramount Plus.
Yeah, Paramount Plus, but there's only like selective shows and movies so I actually care about when it comes down to being over there and such, but nothing in general. Not something that
ain't really.
Yeah, no, not
Paramount and Peacock is like.
Yeah, it's kind of so it's kind of like that's a brief like I'll take a what's the name or so like I'll pay for it or whatever just to see what I want to see and so on there, and then after that cancel my subscription pretty much at that point.
Yeah. I mean, I will admit I usually my family kind of sort of has a system and plan of like, one family member pays for this streaming service, and I'll share with the others, and same goes for me paying for one. I will search through like my brother pays for Peacock, and I'm like, okay, could I just scroll through and just see what movies are on there? I'll just rewatch a movie that I haven't seen in forever.
Mm-hmm. All right, so where do you like where Marvel is, or do you agree that it needs some work?
Well, that's kind of a tough decision to ask me because I kind of like where they're going, but I think they should improve a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Understanding.
And y'all, this is coming from a guy that saw Snow White with Rachel Ziegler and liked it.
Snow White.
So when he says you need to improve, that's serious.
Well, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which was the first ever Disney movie released in theaters. Check that out. Don't believe me? Research it. But that was that was my favorite Disney cartoon of all time. So when I saw the live action, of course there could have been some improvements, but I still like the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Understanding.
But hey, my favorite part is the dwarfs though. That's always going to be my favorite part.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how do you like cosplaying?
Oh, how do I cosplay? Well, for one, I will admit I've been a cosplayer for like a little over a decade, so I will admit I am a veteran at it. So When it comes to me, like, just finding a character that I want to do, I just had to, like, think about a character that I love and enjoy, and, well, in the world of comics, movies, TV shows that I enjoy, and, well, I just think about it for a day or two, and when I have a full plan, I tend to just go for it.
He's cosplaying right now, y'all.
Yeah, of course. I'm actually Adrian Agress from the show Miraculous, and I will admit, sure, maybe a kid's show, but hey, even adults got into
No,
it.
the Miraculous Ladybug was a sleeper. Like, that show was actually good.
It's
Yeah,
good.
exactly. It is.
I like it.
Every
Yeah.
episode is the same, goddamn, but it was
I-
Well, there are differences.
Well, it's gotten better now that they know, oh,
Yeah.
grown folks are watching this. So we gotta step it up a little bit. But
That-
when it first started out, every episode was the same. There was a villain, she got him.
But I mean, it was pertaining more to kids anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like they
Hey.
ain't gonna put two together, figuring out this why a third. So yeah.
Hey,
Are we good on time? How long have we been going?
I think maybe like about an hour or something like that.
Damn.
It's
man.
Yeah.
it's the one.
No, I mean like for the film. How long has the film been rolling?
It's 2:20.
No, you was talking about like recording wise.
Yeah, because we like to keep it like at least like 30 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, we way past.
Yeah, it's way past that. It's an hour, bro.
Oh, well, see
Okay.
what happens.
It's
But
okay.
anyways, y'all, it's your boys.
How many? Like.
Because we definitely doing a part 2 because I ain't done.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So we're gonna stay tuned in for part 2 for this discussion or whatever. So as always, if you guys make this far, you guys enjoy the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, and make sure you hit that post notification bell so you know every single time that we post out new videos as well.
Plug your channel one more time.
My YouTube channel is Dr. Iron Bat Prime 2.0.
Darian D. Train Murphy.
It's been your boys.
Dark
Crimson
D.
Z. We out.
Latest.